Okay, guys, this is day 3 on Canva, and we're going to talk today about your graphics and specifically the text that we use in graphics. Now, when you go to Canva, this is the home page that you will see, and I'm going to click on Pinterest graphic just because I use a lot of Pinterest to drive traffic to my Partner with Anthony lead pages and my blog and stuff like that. I get probably 100 clicks a week right now, and my following is growing, so that is growing for me, and I just think it's something that you should all consider, because Pinterest and Canva are both totally free, so there's just no reason to do it. But anyway, so let's get back at the text. So I clicked on Pinterest graphic, and that gives us this square here. And I am going to click over here on the left-hand side under text. And I just want to click on these 3 up here, up on top, to show you how you can quickly get different size texts. As you can see, the little markings on the side here, that means that that particular line or grouping of words is selected. I can take it and move it around, can select another one, take it and move it around, can put it wherever you want on the graphic or the creative that you're making. See these little arrows that have the curve on them? So then you can turn your text, like that if you want. It will actually go just in circles. I mean, you can turn it any which way you want. And if you don't want it, which I don't, you can just push it right off of the screen like that. Okay, so let's work with this one here. And what I wanted to show you mostly today was that when you're doing graphics, you need to make the text very readable. Okay, so that is very readable. If you click up here, this little drop-down arrow here, you can see that there are all kinds of fonts that you can use. Now, Canva is free. They also have a paid version, which I do use, so I might have a few more options here of texts than the free version does. I'm not sure about that. However, I only do that because I make graphics for people. So I want to have more variety, and so the $12.95 or whatever it is a month is worth it to me. If I was just building for myself and I wasn't, getting paid to build for others, I would not be investing in it. So I'm not advising, that you do that. But anyway, so you can pick a lot of different texts there. So we have this one selected here. I'm just going to copy it real quick and drag it down so that I can show you what I'm talking about when I talk about an unreadable text. So here's one. This one, I actually love the looks of it sitting over here, but I have never used it. And you'll know why as soon as I click. Here we go. Okay, so I need to make this much, much smaller so you can even see it. But see, you all know that that says text. But damn, if you can read it, I sure can't. I mean, if you look really, really close, you can see that it does say the word text. But the point is, our attention spans when we are on the internet is very short. You only have a matter of split seconds to get the attention of your viewer. And if you have an unreadable text, no matter how cool you think it looks, they'll just go on. So use very readable text. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Another quick thing I wanted to show you was, let's go back to this one and we're going to do copy again. Okay, so we have 2 copies there. So now let's take this one here that says transparency, and what we're going to do is make a shadow. And I just love this. You can do this with boxes or anything that you want to have a shadow. See, isn't that awesome? I just think that is so cool. But anyway, so that's how you do it. You select whatever text you want to make a shadow, or whatever image or whatever you want to make a shadow. You copy, and then you go over here to transparency, and I like to go right about 50. I think that's about the perfect combination to make a nice shadow. Okay, so let's get rid of that one. Let's take this down here and let's show you another thing. Okay, so here we're going to select not the whole word, but just one letter and show you how to change the color. So you go up here and you can click that and change that color. Now, if you decide that you kind of don't really like that blue, you want it a deeper blue, no problem. See how the blue is selected? It's got the little shading around it there. Just hit the plus sign and then you can make it a deeper blue. Now see the difference between the two blues you have? You can also change it to any color in the whole world that you want to make here. But that's how you change the color of one letter. Okay, now if you want to change the color of the entire word, just select the whole word like that, click on that, and let's make that red. Okay, now this looks kind of pinky because remember we made the transparency 50 on this. So let's darken that back up to its natural color. Okay, so there's a couple more things I want to show you. So let's look at this word, and if you wanted to, really highlight that X for some reason, making it a different color is really a cool thing to do. But here's another idea that I think is a cool thing to do. So first of all, let's select it and let's copy again to save me time typing here. Okay, excuse me, I've got allergies or something going on here. Okay, let's see, that isn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to make that lettering a little bit smaller, and I want to leave some space in here. Let's back up and get rid of that dot. Okay, that's too much. Okay, now if you want to make, what I'm going to do is make just a large X, and let's see, we got a 42 font right here right now, and we're highlighted on this X, or that X is active. So let's make it like 88. We're going to go like double. Okay, whoops, that isn't what I want. This one is 144. So now I want to make this double. So 144, so let's see how that 88 is highlighted. I can go over the top of that and make it 288. Okay, see how large that makes that X? Now, let's move that X into position here. And now, let's highlight that X and make it the dark blue color. Now see how awesome that is? Now if you were doing something for a landing page or whatever, see how you could make that look so different and really stand out, even compared to this one that's a different color. And then you could just bring that into ClickFunnels that we're all using for our landing pages, and you have a really unique looking text image there that no one else is going to have. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so again, to create that, you have to have your word and then leave a spacing where you want the letter or letters to be that you're going to make extra large. Then you have to create the letters in a separate box so that you can move it around separately, and then move it into that blank position. Because see, they just kind of overlay on top of each other. And there you go. Now, one more thing I want to show you before I go here, and that is, let's see if I can make this work for you. Okay, if you can kind of see here, if you look close, you can see that this set of texts is in 3 different sections. Okay, now these are groupings of text that Canva has decided, the creative department has decided that they go well together. You can create a variety of text, but yet it's kind of like a fine wine, whether you're having steak or fish, you want a different fine wine. So they have determined that these texts read well together and go well together. Okay, as I move this around, you can see that they're all connected. Okay, that makes it, if you want to make changes, you can just highlight the word and type over it. I'll just do that, okay? But if you want to have this not so close or something like that, Then what you have to do is you have to ungroup these, because as we discussed, they're in 3 different sections that are all hooked. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. Just select it, and then up here in the right-hand corner, click Ungroup. Okay, now if you go back here and you click here, see how that is separate? And each one of them is separate. So you can move them anywhere you want on your page. Whoops. And change colors, do whatever you want there. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of those. Okay, now back to this word text we had talked about earlier, and it is in 2 sections. It is in this section, and it is in this section. But if I'm going to move it into a document or an image, I want it to be one piece. I want it to be together. So what I am going to do is group these. So I'm just going to select all of them, and I'm going to say group, and then there. I can move it around. They're together, and nothing is going to make them come apart so that they become unaligned or anything like that. Okay, so I think I'll cut this video here. That's just a few neat tricks that you can use for text. And today's big tip is remember to always use text that is very easy to read. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow.